Alright, so as much as I love this car and this Mercedes and how brilliant it is, I'm kind of getting a bit sick and tired of this mount being sat on the dashboard, having my phone on it and falling down and doing all this and that. So, to counteract it, what we've got here is a new Apple CarPlay / just regular screen. Now, this is obviously an OEM fit one, so it looks very similar to the original. So hopefully, when you look at it at a first glance, you know, if you look at it quickly, it's not going to look too different from how it already does, but it's going to have all the modern features and it's really going to modernise the car. Now, you probably would remember, if you've been watching this channel a while, that me and my dad fit one of these OEM style fit ones to the VW T5, and that's been running absolutely brilliant. So I've gone to the same people, Audio Tech Direct. This isn't sponsored, by the way, this is just I like them, and I've bought one for the Mercedes, so we're going to try and fit that today and see if it actually works and if it improves the quality and the experience in driving this car. But without further ado, that's enough talking. Let's get into it. Okay, so today what we've got to do is we've got to remove this top panel, this bottom panel, basically the whole thing of this, and this needs to pop back so we can pull things out. And in order to do that, we need to remove the little rubber grommets, these things, from here and here, two down there. There's going to be some screws behind them, so we can take this panel out, this out. There'll be more screws, we can take this AC control unit out, the rest of the buttons out, and then we should have 4 more screws that we can use to get to the screen. Then hopefully we can fit the new screen, and everything should go back together smooth as butter. So, without further ado, let's get working. Boom. These trim tools are so useful. Flipping heck. I mean, they've saved my life so far. So, we can get out our little, it looks like it's a star nut of sorts. It looks like it's one of these. We'll have a look. Is it that one? A little bit smaller, but it is that style. That looks about right. Looks about right. Okay, let's get to work. So, sorry camera. Got our little Milwaukee because we want to speed up the process. But yeah, it's going to be pretty good today. I'm hoping this screen's going to work. The one in the van looks really, really good. It's been super, super useful so far. And I'm thinking when I go travelling, like if if I'm going on holiday or taking this and I need something with a sat nav, it's going to be so much easier just to have it on there rather than keep having to adjust and look off the road at the screen, you know, at the phone. And so hopefully, bit of luck. Let's get these to come free. Don't seem to want to, do they? Just see if it's a different style. I think it's that one. Just put that in there and go very gently. No, we're going to need a different nut, I think. Yeah, it's one of these, but it's smaller, I think. Let's go get a regular screwdriver and try and crack it off with that, because that might help. I'll be right back. You guys aren't going to believe the irony in what I've had to do. I tried to use the full power out of my Torx, of my power impact. All I had to do was I had to use the impact as like a regular manual screwdriver and turn the hook just to get the thing to unscrew, which is absolutely stupid. I had to do this, like that, just to get it to come out. But anyway, because whoever tightened this up before, because this is an aftermarket like glasses holder, right? It's not OEM, and so whoever did it before must have used the impact and got them really, really tight. so getting it out was just absolutely impossible. But now, with a bit of luck, a bit of fiddling, there we go. It's just such a tight cabin in here that it's not exactly the easiest place to work in the world. But we got those out, and hopefully out comes our first little piece. There we go. I don't think it's OEM. Can you guys in the comments tell me if that's OEM or not? Because I don't think it is. And as you can probably see, there's 2 bolts up here. Shall I show you? There's 2 bolts up here, and those are the next bolts, are the ones for the actual screen. But we've got to get this out first before we can even touch any of that. And this is really cack-handed because of the way that the tray is in the way. I've had to use my computer's toolkit with like a dodgy attachment on the end just to get into that tiny gap and get the bolt out. But to be honest, works an absolute treat. So that's really, really good. Now we're going to need our little friend of a trim tool again, I think, anyway. Oh no, we're not. We can use it on the fingernails. We can get that out, and then we can pop this one out. So there we go. Crack that off. Get that really loose. Now this is the bit where it gets a little bit more difficult. So what we've got to do is we've got to get our trim tool, and down here, I'm going to point you down to it. You can see we've got our little piece of car trim down here. Being extremely gentle, we've got to take this out. Now I'm going to be sensible. I'm going to watch a video again on how to take this out and take it out, because I don't want to break something that shouldn't be breaking. Okay, so using we've got to put the key in the ignition, set it into a lower gear. Now I think I'm actually going to have to turn the car on. Apparently not. Oh, because my door's open. I'm going to be an absolute twit. No, I don't have the car on. Just have to go into the ignition point. I believe that's what's happened here anyway. There you go. Set that into neutral. And then, using the pry tool, there we go. Pop that up. Take all these little pieces out actually, just to be safe. Oh. Right. Very carefully pry up and around the centre console trim. So this trim's going to come all the way up and out. Pull it out of the way, nice and far backwards. A bit of luck, a bit of perseverance. We should be able to get it all out. I'll be able to get my thingy in there and there. There's one. And there's 2. Shut that for safety. And out it comes. Boom. She's free. And then this is just on clips, I believe. I might remember because the bolts are actually missing. So someone might have done this modification before. There you go. Just one side of it out. Come on, buddy. There we go. That's that out. And there's one more we got to take out. Not actually. And then got one more of these to take off. So this one might have bolts. This one actually has bolts. So get it on it. It's another one of those where it's like extremely tight. I don't know who did this before, whether it was Merc or not, but flipping heck. Oh, it's like all carpet down there. It's all actually really nice down there. So I don't actually have to worry about losing stuff into a bottomless pit like I did with my dad's van. Anyway. Nothing actually latched onto that one, I'm not. I just got it out, I can't believe it. There we go. Should be able to get that one out by hand. Got it. With a bit of luck. Out she pops. Oh, there we go. And now, as you'll see, bar absolutely epic looking here, we've now got our 4 bolts for the screen. Bolt number 1, bolt number 2, bolt number 3, oh, sugar, and bolt number 4. And those are the screen bolts completely removed. Possibly removed anyway. Nope, that top one's going to have to come out with a little bit more persuasion. Forgot I only loosened that one off, to be honest. Thought I'd take that one out. And she's free. And there is our Mercedes-Benz original screen, technically removed. It's getting really hot in here. So, next up on our list of things to do is probably clear out the area and make sure we've got everything, and then we can start taking some more stuff out. Let's do it. It's a real tight old angle, so excuse the fact I'm using my phone here, but there we go. That's our antenna out, and then we just got our quad lock to remove, so I'm going to remove that and get back to you because it's really hard to hold the phone and do that at the same time. Just like that, our old display screen thingy is out. We're going to keep this nice and safe for now because we might want to put it back in if we ever go to sell the car, or if this screen decides to break or we decide we don't want it anymore. So that's that out. We can now get our new one freshly installed. I have to say this is a much nicer working environment than when we did the van, but yeah, without further ado, let's get installing a new screen. So this is obviously our new screen right here, and we need to remove the 2 big screws at the top first. These are just in there for safety. I think this is going to look good, so we're going to just remove those, pop those back down where we left it, and then we've got our rear here. So we have a little quad lock, and then it's got about 10 different cables on the end of it. Not too difficult at all to really work on here. So we're going to remove these, and then we're going to remove all of our little cable ties. Or I'll remove these quickly and I'll get back when I'm ready to start installing. Got about 50,000 different blocks of bolts and things and bobs and things that need installing. So that obviously goes in there, like that. No doubt in my mind that clips in there nice and easy. But we've also got our antenna here. Now I don't know if that's supposed to do anything special or not, but we can connect that up to our original antenna through our little adapter here. That's all connected up. And that will connect into the back of the screen there, and we'll all be happy and dandy. I need to figure out what this cable does, because I really don't know. But I think it goes in that one. Just want to see if we're going to get life into this screen. So, let's see. A bit of luck, we might be able to get a bit of life into this screen in a second. Definitely goes in that way. Yep. Make sure that that's not pushed anywhere forward. deal if that was forward, would it? No. And then those just slot together like so, clip together, and if I press the power button with a bit of luck, should might come to life. Oh, do you want to come to life, buddy? Okay, maybe not. It must go in there then, no? So let's just have a quick look for pure entertainment as to whether we think that's going to look alright. Oh yeah, that's going to look nice, isn't it? When that's in there installed fully, that's going to look really good. So I'm going to go fix this issue with why it won't install, and I'll get back to you. Now you may be wondering, Chris, that's not the new head unit you just fitted, that's the old one. And yeah, it's the old one, and we've come to the conclusion that the new one just doesn't work, unfortunately. The actual head unit isn't working. Now, I've checked everything. I've had my neighbour, who's very good with electrics, so thanks for that, coming round, and he's had a look at it. We've checked the fuses, we've checked all the wiring. We understand the wires still get power, the fuse is fine, but the actual head unit just isn't working. So I've put the old one back in for now, so the car's still usable. Put the whole trim back together. We're gonna have to send the old one back, get a replacement, and then we're gonna continue this video or this series when that replacement comes in and we've fitted it and it's working. So maybe a few weeks, maybe a couple of weeks. Alright, so I've done a bit of fiddling around with the cables now, and a big thank you to the Audio Tech Direct support team. They were a big help, and I believe with a bit of luck we should have sorted this out now. So without further ado, let's set up all the cameras again and see if we've got ourselves a working screen. Alright, so here we go, another test here. So we're going to have to move all these very annoying panels out of the way here. Here's our screen. Let's plug in our antenna. I need my antenna adapter, which is somewhere, probably inside. We'll sort that out later. Let's just check that we can plug this in. So we've had to put the CAN bus decoder, this, on. Then we're going to try this. So plug the thing across, hear it working out, and with a bit of luck, Mercedes logo is on. We have ourselves a working screen. So that is a success, and once again, a big thank you to everybody who's helped us diagnose the problem and sort it out. So my neighbour and the support team, it's a really, really big help, and there you go. We have ourselves a working screen. Alright, I'm going to quickly time-lapse putting the whole interior back together. I'm going to check it out, make sure it works. I need to make sure I plug the antenna in as well. And then once that's done, yeah, hopefully I can find some clips and we can sort out the problem that we need to fix for the longest time. You can see I'm sweating quite a lot. I've been in here for the whole day, basically. It's been quite a big job. It's very easy to work on the car, but, you know, sorting everything out was a lot. I'm sweating quite badly, so I'm going to probably go have a bath before I go to work. But thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, remember to leave it, like, subscribe. You know the rest. Everyone has told you millions and millions of times. I am sure. And yeah, see you all in the next one.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up.